So I just read in the news that Mr. Ashutosh Kaushik, former roadies as well as Big Boss contestant. Is it Big Boss? Or is it Big Brother? Big Boss. Big Brother is, I think, UK. The Big Boss contestant. I think I have seen him in a couple of episodes. Huh? I am not beyond watching roadies and Big Boss. I have in my days. I remember watching him. I think this was 2000. You know, before 2010. So this fellow files a petition, a writ petition in the Delhi High Court saying that my altercations or any small disputes that I got into because of the fact that I was a public celebrity were highlighted, splashed all over the internet, in 2009 and in 2013. And I want to practice my right to be forgotten, and I want Google to not index these articles, and I believe also for these articles to be removed. You know, ever since the judgment of K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India was passed by the Supreme Court, in which the Supreme Court said Article 21, right to life and liberty, also includes right to privacy and right to be forgotten. The Delhi High Court has on multiple occasions entertained such writ petitions, directed, for example, this American citizen's name to be removed from indianqanun.com or org, I don't remember, and said that if he is acquitted, when you Google his name, his judgment of acquittal comes up, he says that he wants his name to be removed, and that should be done. But what I find to be really funny is, we look at courts of law as these infallible institutions which can do no wrong. And now, of course, it makes so much sense. Every person has a right to be forgotten. But just a couple of years ago, I remember, in fact, I remember the councils, the names of the councils, because I see them arguing quite often. But there was this one particular person. The facts which I briefly remember are, this was a packed courtroom where this is around, I think, 2015, 2014, something like that. The counsels for the petitioner say that he was accused by his wife of domestic violence and dowry harassment and whatnot. The matter was ultimately settled, and a divorce decree was passed. Everything else was settled as well. But he is now settled in Dubai, and he practices in, I believe, financial securities. But now if anybody Googles his name, the first thing that shows up is Indian Qanun search result, so and so versus so and so, in which and in fact even in the search results it is mentioned accused of beating his wife for dowry. Now what is this man supposed to do? He says, every time I want to enter into any financial transaction or I want to sign on a new client, they Google my name and they say, oh, you are a wife beater. So he says, I want my right, Article 21, I want the right to be forgotten. Once this case is over, why not remove these proceedings, or at least direct Indian Qanun to not index this particular judgment available online and to remove it, because this is infringing upon my right to privacy. The single bench of the Honorable Delhi High Court at that point of time, who I have the utmost amount of respect for, this particular honorable judge, at that point of time said, no. On one hand, you have the right to be forgotten, but at the same time, on the other hand, the state has a responsibility and a right, and other citizens of the country have a duty and a right to be apprised of what are your public dealings. And if a case has been filed by your wife against you as well as your mother, then you will, those proceedings will be part of the public record. I could see the sense in it, but I have personally seen hundreds and hundreds of individuals suffer the consequences of cases being instituted in their names, then staying on the internet for several decades. And I remember at that point of time the matter was not being decided. The judge did issue notice in the matter. Or I believe he did not issue notice, but he adjourned the matter one way or the other. But what's most interesting is at that point of time, the counsels for the petitioner said that, my lord, there are journalists we can see in this courtroom even right now waiting to report on this matter. So at the very least, can my lord restrain the press from talking about this particular matter? And the judge says, and I distinctly remember being inside that courtroom. I remember there being a large number of snickers from the backside of the courtroom. All of those journalists who were laughing at the fact that now this person A wanted to protect his identity, and now B, as an interim measure, also wants his identity to be protected in this situation as well. The judge also laughs, says, I'm not inclined. The matter is adjourned. I don't remember whether notice was issued or not. But as was feared by the counsels for the petitioner, in the evening, just a few hours later, there were, so this man, if you search for him, just one Indian Qanun search result. Now when you Google this guy's name, you've got about 20 articles, 20 news websites. The best amount of search engine optimization possible is done by news outlets, not even Indian Qanun. And now these news outlets, they've all, so if you search, Google this guy's name, there are 20 law journal websites and other news websites which say plea filed by Mr. So-and-so in order to remove his name, giving the entire story once again, making matters far worse for this gentleman. I only kept a tab on this case for this long. I found it to be very amusing, but when I'm reading nowadays, every other individual coming to the Delhi High Court saying my identity, my right to privacy is paramount, is a fundamental right, and the Honorable High Court judges agreeing with utmost exuberance, I find myself wondering, are these institutions as infallible as on most days we are inclined to think?